Hello, Jeff Taylor, and everybody watching on YouTube. This is Henry Lee of BlueHeronArts.com. Now we're going to video document the process of carving a artist name seal for Jeff. And here we got some designs for the preview on the computer. And as a customer, you will see this before I carve, so there's not much surprise between us. So I actually made both negative and positive style designs, and Jeff have picked this style, negative carving style, which the characters will be appear as white. The background will be red. So we carve out the strokes. It's called the Ming style. And you can see the process I used to transfer the design from the computer printout onto the stone is using this secret liquid called acetone. It's a nail polish remover you can get from nail polish stores. And you can transfer the toner. It has to be the powder kind of, not inkjet, so I don't have to write the characters in brush as we used to do. Now I'm going to carve, and from the you can see now it's a mirror image, so I'll carve the first character first, which is Jie. Means outstanding. It derived from the pronunciation J, Jeff. Usually, if you want both sides of the stroke smooth, you have to cut two times. One from bottom up and the other from top down. So both sides is smooth, right? Because I hold the knife in a slightly angle to the stone, and one side is smooth, the other side is coarse. And when you practice a little bit, you will know which side is which. So I don't turn my hand, I just turn the stone to suit my stroke or cut. You can see I constantly tense. That's why I don't use the clap, the tool to fix it. I just hold in hand. This is very, the professional way, I would say. Most professionals use their hand to hold the stone. Be very careful with the corner. You might ask if a small knife is better or bigger. Actually, bigger knife is more easy to cut straight lines. It's more sturdy, more powerful also. So we have a set of 3. You can have all various sizes. Various sizes for different size of stone and function. This is a very nice show sandstone. You can see it's a very natural pattern, like a marble. Very nice. It's relatively crispy, let's say. chipping more than 青田. The other kind of stone that we most commonly use is 青田. This is Shoushan. They're named after the village, the place where they are mined. You don't push all the way. You can start to cut a long stroke, several sections. If you keep pushing, it will become deeper and deeper. So when you start, you don't press too deep. Speed has a lot to do with the effect. You want to use your ring finger and the small finger to hold the stone. So they're not cut like in the air. So you put the fingers to serve as a support. See? Also the break, I call it. I'm going to carve the second character, Fu. It's from the F. Is happiness. So outstanding. Happiness. So you can see I turn the stone to cut the only direction you cut is from from right to left. You can cut all the left side or right side first and then the other side. This is a little round corner is very subtle. You turn the stone while you cut the corner, the round of the corner. So my left hand uses a lot of force, more than you think. I recently taught a workshop. Everybody was very surprised how hard this is, and but they all made a good result in the end. One of the difference you realize is the stone is not even. Some hard, some soft, so you have to feel it and adjust the force you use constantly. Some part it has sand in it, some part is softer than the other. See, when I got the sand, I just overcome it like this, cut it down instead of pushing. The happiness is composed of two radicals, two parts. The radical I'm doing is the altar, and the other side is the wine, or the alcohol wine in front of the altar to pray for happiness. The wine jar, and the altar. That's the character for happiness. And now the third character is Tai. I think is like a grand. Very commonly used to translate English names. The idea of composition is the same as painting. We create contrast between dense and sparse. So actually made some last-minute adjustment to the design on this character to balance the negative space. This character, the last character I'm working on, is le. Le is a verb in classical Chinese, means to rein, to control the horse with the stripes, the two stripes. That's the verb. Le. Control. So you cut like rein a horse with stop or slow down. So don't write or cut too fast. It's to rein the stroke. Some calligraphic stroke, like the horizontal stroke, is known as the rein in Chinese calligraphy. So you control the two ends not to slippery into the cut, too far. So you should be more implicit with the sharp tip to tuck in the tip, just like calligraphy. To hide the tip is very important to create kind of anti-currentism, like an old seal. The one, look, if if you have too many sharp tip in the stroke, sharp cuts, that would destroy the kind of old, worn look or feel. Chipping is okay, but need to be controlled also, not to the extent out of control. Merge of strokes, very natural. Now I'm going to do some fine tuning, and also very important to make the margin, knock out the corner, and make the margin worn like a used seal. Sometimes we knock with the end of the knife, cutting tool. It's also to create kind of authenticity mark that will not be easily reproduced. Even with computer, you cannot repeat a seal. Okay, I'll do some cleanup and then come back to make a first impression. This one is comparable to the design in the first. We have changed a little bit on this character, and I think this part we need to make up a little bit. This is called fine tuning, and adjustment based on the imprints. Okay. Oops, orientation is wrong. This one's the character one, so this looks more clean now. Just one more thing. This little stroke is too sharp. I want to make it a little blunt. Looks okay now. This character looks a little bit small, so I want to extend that stroke a little bit. This is a lot in the calligraphy. So it's time to make an official impression in my collection book. Okay. Also make a final copy for the client on this special paper. You press harder to make the impression without grain. That looks very good. I'm going to carve the signature, then it will be done. Okay, I'd like to thank again to Jeff Tyler for commissioning me of doing this name seal, and thank everybody on YouTube for watching. If you need a name seal or artist mood seal, please go to blueheronarts.com. Goodbye.